Welcome to another episode of our 2022 road trip. This is part 6. On the 12th day of our trip, we headed southwest to Billings, Montana. Montana was our 7th state we visited. The weather was not the best while we were on the road. After we drove over 4 hours, we arrived at the Little Bighorn Battlefield National Monument. The Visitor Center has an excellent exhibit about the Battle of Little Bighorn in 1876. We finished our Junior Ranger books and earned the badges. When we went outside and walked up the hill, we could see many headstones, including one for Lieutenant Colonel Custer. This area is called the Last Stand Hill. These headstones were placed where Custer's men had fallen. There is also the 7th Cavalry Memorial. This is the Indian Memorial. It was built to honor all of the tribes who fought to protect their way of life at the battle. We did the bus tour run by the Crow Agency. It's a must-do tour. It was very educational and we learned lots of details about the battle. Around lunchtime, we heard some bad news. Our next destination, Yellowstone National Park, closed all of its entrances due to a devastating flood. Our 4-night reservation at the Fishing Bridge has been canceled. We had to come up with a plan B. On the 13th day of our trip, we were heading south instead of west. We could see all small rivers and creeks flooded everywhere. The sky was gray. Our 5 days in Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Park had been canceled, so we decided to make it up by adding more adventures. First, we were still going to go to Grand Teton National Park. Because we could not go through the roads in Yellowstone National Park, we had to go around the park. We were back in Wyoming. There were many sections with delays because of road construction. We were still very disappointed because we could not go to Yellowstone National Park while we were right there. But we tried to stay positive and make the rest of the trip fun. Wyoming has beautiful scenery. The sky cleared up. We played hold your breath game when we drove through these tunnels. We stopped at a random reservoir to stretch our legs. The water level of this river was very high and it was about to swallow this bridge. After a while, we noticed the scenery changed from grassland to this. Finally, we arrived in DuBois, Wyoming. It took us more than 6 hours to get to the RV park we found the night before. It was a long 320-mile driving day. This campground was not bad. There was a creek behind the spot and the water was moving very fast. We were hoping that it would not get flooded overnight. The very next day, we had a small celebration for our dog's 16th birthday. We love you, Paris! Our campground was 1 hour from the Morin entrance station. The drive was very scenic. We saw some snow, too. Finally, we could see the snow-covered Teton Range. We took a picture at the park sign, then headed to Colter Bay Visitor Center. We got our Junior Ranger booklets and badges. and added one more pressed penny to our collection. Grand Teton National Park was beautiful, but we were a little overwhelmed. There were many lakes, rivers, and trails, and the park offers so many things to do. We did not know what to do first. On top of that, it was extremely crowded. It was a busy time of the year, and all of the people who had to evacuate from Yellowstone were there. We wanted to go to Jenny Lake and go hiking, but there were no parking spaces left. We had to continue going south and ended up at Craig Thomas Discovery and Visitor Center. We learned some facts about how the Teton Range was formed and what animals lived there. After that, we just hung out in the RV for a while, then went up to the roof to take some pictures. We decided to take the road outside of the park to avoid traffic. This road was very scenic without too many cars and people. We saw some bison too. We did not get to do much in Grand Teton National Park, but we still had a great time. We're going to go to Yellowstone someday, so it was not a big deal that we did not get to see everything. For the second week, we drove 1,528 miles, went to 3 national parks, 1 national monument, 1 national historic site, and many great places. We collected 6 Junior Ranger badges during the second week, so we had a total of 10. And we added 3 more pressed pennies to our collection. I hope you enjoyed our video. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode.